It is a really momentous occasion in the UK right now. I have honestly had one of the most stressful days ever. Good morning everybody, and welcome to day 2 of my Jubilee weekend celebrations. It is Friday today and I've got another busy one. I must admit I woke up this morning feeling really quite drained, so I'm hoping that I get a bit of an energy boost, but right now I'm feeling quite tired. I am going back into central London again today. Don't actually have a lot of plans, but it just so happens that my cousin is visiting this weekend, so I've arranged to meet up with him, which will be really lovely. Maybe go for a few drinks and then just again wander around central parts of London, see if there are any food markets, stalls, celebrations, street parties, just anything I can see. I'd quite like to pop into Fortnum & Mason's just to have a look at all of the Jubilee themed foods, biscuit tins and things they have, to see if there's anything I can grab a hold of as like memorabilia, just because I love anything like this. I know a lot of people really hate all of this sort of these kind of festivities or the pomp of it all, but I don't. I really love it, and I'd love to have something to keep just to look back on and say, what was I doing that Jubilee weekend? Because it is a really momentous occasion in the UK right now. Or even just pop into like Marks and Spencer's and get a tin of classic British biscuits or something. Or I don't know if you guys know the Colin the Caterpillar cake. I think they have a Corgi the Caterpillar that Colin the Corgi maybe, I don't know. Basically the Colin the Caterpillar cake, but it's a Corgi because that's the Queen's favourite breed of dog. So just get some like general knickknacks, tats, go to some markets maybe and see if I can grab like a keyring or a postcard. I'm just tucking into my breakfast now, which I'll show you. It's this new sort of thing I'm making. I'll do a proper video in a sec so you can actually see it properly. But it's cottage cheese on Ryvita with berries, cinnamon. I went a bit overboard with the cinnamon because my hand slipped, and some agave syrup. And I'm really enjoying it. It's so tasty. Ooh, look a bit pasty. Yeah, so really enjoying that, having it as like a snack, as part of my lunch as well, like cottage cheese with basil and tomatoes. It's just, yeah, I'm really getting into this. I think because it's summer, I wanted something a bit like lighter and refreshing, and well, not necessarily refreshing, just more summery flavours, I guess. And it's nice to have something different and switch it up. So yes, that is my strange breakfast. If any of you were interested or wondering, give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And with that said, I'm gonna eat my breakfast, finish getting ready and head on out. So this is just a close-up of my breakfast. I've got the blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, cottage cheese. You can kind of see the agave on there, and too much cinnamon, but I'm very much looking forward to eating this.
I have a little problem. This man here.
Happy Saturday. It is day 3 of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebrations here in the UK. And before I get into what I'm doing today, let me like rewind a little bit and give you a recap on yesterday, because I didn't actually speak to you guys because I was meeting up with my cousin and his partner in London. They are from Newcastle, where I'm from, but they happened to be down for the weekend to see a concert. And it aligned perfectly with the long weekend, and that was really unexpected. And they messaged and asked if I would like to come and see them, which was really, really lovely. We basically just sort of walked around all the main areas in London. We followed a nice little route from, so I think I met them in Carnaby Street, like walked through Soho, Covent Garden. Then from Covent Garden we went down to like South Bank and just basically took in the sights, caught up on how one another were doing, and I updated them on my life in London, had a couple of drinks, cocktails, had a lovely Aperol Spritz because it's summer and it was a nice summery drink to have. I'm just trying to like remember it all because I mean I was drinking, but I haven't forgotten it because of that. But it was mainly just enjoying the sun, enjoying the atmosphere, soaking that up in London. Yeah, it was really, really lovely. Watched a street performer for a little bit, which didn't really go anywhere, but it was just fun because he was funny and there was a huge crowd gathered. And it's just that sort of thing that I love about living in London, like that atmosphere where you walk around and there's always some sort of street performer, singer, comedian, there are crowds of people. It was just, yeah, like everyone's in high spirits in the UK at the minute. And so that was lovely. Left them, came home, crashed, just slept, which was nice because I needed my sleep. I'm glad I got in a bit earlier tonight. And now we're on to day 3, as I've said, and I'm meeting up with my friend from work, same friend I met up with last weekend, if any of you watched my last vlog, and we are just going to go to Borough Market, I think. It's really rainy in the UK today, or it's going to be really rainy, whereas the Thursday and Friday we had glorious sunshine, so we would kind of want to be sheltered in case it does pour it down from the heavens, but also didn't want to miss the chance to go out and see more things, do more things, because it is a 4-day weekend. It seems like a waste to just sit in the house, so I'm gonna do that, see if I can find any Jubilee themed cakes or cookies. You guys know how I love my sort of baked goods. Maybe get some nice hot food if it's quite a rainy day. It might be nice to get like a bao bun or some noodles or something, so we'll see what they're doing there. I love markets, you guys know that, and I'm hoping Borough Market's going to be decorated with all the bunting and Jubilee type decorations. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I really want to get going and get out and get in the thick of the celebrations again. I have honestly had one of the most stressful days ever in terms of transport. It has just been hellish. So this morning I was meant to be meeting my friend at 12 and then we changed plans to meet at 1. So I decided to go for a slightly later train, which still gave me like plenty of time to get there. I would have still had 30 minutes to spare because I like to be on time for plans. But no, today just wasn't my day, and the train was delayed first by 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then we found out there were trespassers playing on the tracks, and then the train got cancelled. I had to try and get a bus to the nearest tube station because I don't live close to one, then tube to King's Cross, and then get another tube from King's Cross to Borough Market. And my goodness, it was such a nightmare. I was an hour late. Hang on. Train interrupting my vlog. Thank you very much. Hang on, I'll wait till it's past. There we are. So I was late for my plans and it kind of put me in a bit of a stressy mood. Sorry, just checking no one's behind me and I'm not like holding them up with my camera. So I was quite stressed. It was still nice seeing my friend, getting some really good food, but it did kind of put a damper on the day's plans and meant that I was just kind of a bit on edge all day. So I went to Borough Market, had some really tasty, it was like a Japanese, I think they called it a bento box. It was like puffed tofu with teriyaki sauce and shiitake mushrooms. Really tasty. Though I did expect it to have a little bit more flavour or a little bit more spice. So that was the only thing I was a little bit disappointed in. Is my camera lens dirty? Do I need to give it a rub? Hang on. Is that any better? Maybe. And then I got a donut from Bread Ahead, which my friend had said is really famous on Instagram, and went for the blackberry cheesecake, which again was really tasty, but I really wanted the pistachio, but there weren't many left and they looked a little bit dried out, so I decided not to go for them because they looked, I don't know, like they'd been there all day or been there a bit longer. And then decided to head to Oxford Street yet again to wander the shops, but couldn't find any Jubilee souvenirs like I was looking for. So just all in all, the day hasn't lived up to expectations, but we move. I still made the most of it. I still had a good day. Don't regret going in. And now I'm walking home and I'm quite tired and ready for my bed. Good morning all. It is Sunday, which means it's the last day of the Jubilee bank holiday weekend. And unfortunately I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I think I've run myself ragged all weekend, so I am feeling a bit tired, a bit unwell. I've got a sore throat. So I think I'm just gonna stay in today. It's very rainy. It was chucking it down last night. Like literally I got woken up in the middle of the night by like torrential downpour. So probably not the day to go out anyway. At least I made the most of the sunny days on Thursday, Friday and Saturday. But I think I'm just gonna stay in bed and watch the Jubilee pageant on, I think it's on BBC One or something, so they'll be streaming it so I can watch it there. And probably just edit this vlog, to be honest. I've just got back from doing my grocery shop, which I kind of love doing. I'm such a grocery shopping nerd. Maybe it's just when you become an adult, it's really exciting to go grocery shopping, but wandered around Tesco for like an hour, just enjoying it. And yeah, just in for the day now, I think. I also climbed into bed and watched the Platinum Party at the Palace, is that what it was called? Streamed on the BBC last night, and it was so brilliant. I'm trying to think who my highlights were. It was all just great. The cast of Hamilton obviously were brilliant, and I've just seen it recently, so yeah, still very much on that train. And what else? I remember George Ezra got a lot of cheers. Prince William's speech was great. It was really lovely just watching like the young royals' reactions to the different performances. Yeah, it was just like a really strange eclectic mix of performers, but they were all brilliant. And of course Diana Ross to close out the ceremony, which was great. I do kind of wish I'd stayed in, I think, was it St James's Park or Green Park or maybe Hyde Park? They were streaming it in one of the parks on big screens. I think it would have been a really good atmosphere, but I asked around and no one was free, so I didn't want to go on my own. I just didn't think it would be the same. I'm really jealous of anyone having street parties and picnics as well, because that's something I really wanted to do. But I guess another weekend, maybe birth weekend, birthday week, whatever. For now, just focusing on recuperating. I also forgot to say, I didn't manage to get a souvenir, but as I was coming out of King's Cross yesterday, I was handed this magazine for free, or newspaper, sorry. So I think this is a good keepsake that I will have forever to remember the Jubilee by. I've just realised where that's folded. It makes the Queen's face look quite funny, but it's nice to have something. And yeah, just a chill one in for me. I hope you've all enjoyed your Jubilee weekend. Has it been as busy as mine, or have you just had a quiet one and used the 4 days to sleep and eat and rest and spend time with friends and family? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for coming with me along on my lovely Jubilee weekend. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.